You can talk, you can converse, but it doesn't mean I'm going to do it, right?
So you're a lawyer?
I'm not a lawyer.
Oh, well, you sound pretty familiar with the law.
Well, I'm pretty much into academics. Can you just please let me go, because
Let you go?
I have a school that's starting out.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Graham. Today is a classic TCAP reaction for you, and this one is quite insane because this guy just utterly thinks he outsmarted Chris Hansen. I don't know what is going on in this creep's mind, but as soon as he gets caught, he really thinks he is in the clear and is somehow not going to get in any trouble for this. He thinks he found a simple loophole that will get him out of, getting arrested, but as we all know, there is no such loophole that exists. So make sure you watch until the very end of this one because it is quite hilarious to see how confident this guy is in the fact that he is going to get away scot-free from trying to meet up with this decoy. But without any further ado, let's just get right on into it, shall we?
Many of these guys have an instant change in terms of the look on their face once I walk into the room. They're starting to think that their dream date is going to come to fruition.
And that is until they see Chris Hansen himself peek his little head out from behind that doorway, and then suddenly their world gets absolutely shifted in a 180, and they realize how much deep doo-doo they're in. That is quite a beautiful moment that Chris is explaining here, and truly is one of the best parts of the show. So with him prefacing this story with this, I'm guessing this guy is going to be pretty, annoyed or pissed off that he got caught, which is funny that they have that, level of, what's the word I'm looking for? Entitlement, I guess, like the fact that these guys get actually kind of frustrated that they didn't actually get to hang out with this decoy and instead is Chris Hansen, who they don't know if it's a cop or the parent or anything. Just the fact that they're even getting mad about that is hilarious to me. Like, you're walking into somebody else's house, dude, while you think they're gone just to hang out with this random decoy. You have no room to be frustrated, bro.
What's up?
Very much.
Yeah? What are you doing today?
I just came to meet Julie.
To Julie?
Yes.
You came to meet Julie?
Yes.
And how did you meet Julie?
I met her online last night.
Online last night?
Yes.
Okay, gotta admit, this guy is pretty straight up right away, saying the name of the decoy that he was trying to meet up with. Usually they lie about that. I don't really know how you can possibly lie in this situation about who you were talking to. Like, at least be honest about that. But let's see if he continues to be honest throughout this.
Who are you?
My name is Andy. Andy?
Andy?
Yes.
And how old are you, Andy?
I'm 23.
And why did you want to come here to meet Julie?
Am I being framed or something?
Framed?
Dude, what is this guy on about? Am I being framed? Is this a freaking setup? Did I get set up by somebody? Seriously, because I was just over here to hang out with your daughter, I'm assuming. So I don't know why I'm being framed here. Like, who are you? Why are you here? Nobody, you're not being framed. You're getting caught in the act as you're doing something highly, highly terrible and against the law, might I remind you.
And she told you she was how old?
She told me that she was 13.
13? How about 12?
No, she told me she was 13.
13. See, I've got the transcript right here, and she says that she's 12.
Okay, why even argue, dude? Just say it's 12, all right? You can't go back and forth. No, she said 13. Like, that doesn't really matter. That extra year still does not count towards anything. That is not an adult, so still, you're a terrible human being despite the age. Whether it's 12, whether it's 13, stop bickering with Chris about it, dude. Maybe he thinks just, getting into a little verbal tussle here will kind of distract from the fact that, they're talking about some very heavy subject matter here, but nah, you're about to get in some pretty serious trouble, dude, all right?
So 12, 13. She's pretty young. And what was your plan with this?
She had some video games, and we were going to play some video games.
Video games.
Yes.
You ask what her chest size is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that sounds like a lot more than freaking video games if you ask me. Look, I play a lot of video games with my friends. We don't quite go into chest size in the discussion. It's usually just talking about, I don't know, random BS, whatever stupid thing we're wanting to talk about. Speaking of gaming, by the way, little quick plug, check out my second channel if you haven't already, posting some awesome Tiny Tina's Wonderlands content over there. It's just been a fun side project, as well as got to give a shout out to the Patreon real quick. Huge love to all my supporters over there. You can get bonus content with Facecam of videos I simply cannot post to YouTube, so if you are interested, make sure you check that out. Much love to the Grim Squad Overlord, wtfcatboy, and if you don't want to support that, just leaving a simple like and a comment really helps out the channel more than you can understand. Seriously, I appreciate you guys so much. Road to 700K, baby! Anyways, let's get back on into it, shall we?
You ask her to show you her crazy side. You ask her if she feels the need, and then you say, if you do, I can fulfill that need. You say, I'm a bit concerned doing underage.
You gotta love when they just perfectly lay out their concerns in the chat with the decoy before they show up, which shows that they know, one, they're in the wrong, and two, you know, just how much trouble they can possibly get into. So this guy is going into this knowing that he is doing something seriously vile, and that just proves it right there. Open and close case, buddy. You are done for.
We kind of sort of got to a point in saying, okay, let's meet up and let's watch some movie or go for some food or something like that. Maybe play some video games.
It sounds like you wanted to play more than video games based upon this conversation.
Look, bro, you don't know how I play video games. Sometimes I get a little freaky while I'm, you know, on the sticks, you know what I'm saying? You do a little killing here, you do a little drifting in Forza there, and then you get a little frisky. Not really, obviously. That's not how anybody games. So you're a freaking liar, man. I see right through these lies.
Yeah,
Like you say you like playing in the shower. Maybe we do that afterwards. Then you say, unless I'm not talking to a cop.
Well, that's because, Chris, you do have a little bit of a, what I would say, op energy, all right? You definitely seem like a cop, but, you know, for a lot of these guys, it's probably a relief to hear that you are not a cop. And they are utterly relieved until the cameras come out and they realize, oh, this fate is actually much worse than a simple arrest. An arrest I can still somehow hide and, you know, sweep under the rug, but not when you have cameras here and it's broadcasting to the entire nation, which at this point, again, I must remind you all, was entirely captivated by this show. Everybody was watching this. This was on primetime television in an age where everybody is doing nothing but watching television. Like, what the hell else was there to do besides chat with these decoys online? No, I'm kidding. Apparently for these guys, there's nothing else to do, but I don't think the average person was doing that back then, hopefully.
But what conclusion am I supposed to draw from this, Andy?
well, you can talk, you can converse, but it doesn't mean I'm going to do it, right?
Wow, what a brain dead, zero IQ take. I don't know what law school this guy graduated from, but yeah, you definitely can converse about it and still get in trouble. No, it doesn't mean that you can simply have a conversation about anything and not get in trouble, especially if it's implicating you in a crime such as this. And then I'm sorry, you break past the wall of just conversating as soon as you cross the threshold of getting in your car, driving over to this house, and stepping foot inside this house while you thought the parents were away. Now it's not just conversating, buddy. So I don't know how he's going with this, like I said, zero IQ take here, but I'm sure he's going to just run with this till the very end, just gripping it. You know, it's like if you got caught talking about wanting to be a furry or something. You can claim, oh, that's just talk. I'm not a furry. I would never do that. That's really weird. But then as soon as you get a picture of you in a freaking fursuit, that kind of confirms it, all right, buddy? You spent the $4,000 on your custom fursuit. You're a freaking furry. Just conversating about something is fine. You know, there is a little bit of a gray line there, but no, as soon as you act on it, that is you doing that thing, if that makes sense.
So you're a lawyer?
I'm not a lawyer.
Oh, well, you sound pretty familiar with the law.
Well, I'm pretty much into academics, so.
You're into academics. So what you're saying is...
No, I'm not a lawyer, but I am into academics, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Apparently this guy's in college. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just community college, getting some random degree, and he's over here claiming I'm into academics, so therefore, ergo, which you wouldn't know what that word means. It's an academic word. I understand you laymen don't understand these big words, but ergo, that means I know the law, all right? If I'm into academia, I'm also into studying the law and the blade.
In his mind, truly believes that in order for him to be prosecuted, he's got to be caught in the act with an... That's not the case. The discussion he had online is enough to be charged with a misdemeanor, and showing up in California is enough to be charged with a felony.
And dude is really running with this idea that he would have to be literally caught in the act in order to be charged for any of this stuff, which again, that just does not work this way in this country. I mean, there are so many things that are showing that he is guilty of at least wanting to go through with this crime, and that is enough to charge him with something. As Chris just said, he can get a misdemeanor and a felony for simply showing up to this house and stepping foot inside after all those chat logs were recorded. So while you don't have to be caught in the act of doing that, you were actually caught in the act of doing other things that were leading up to that. So yes, you are in deep doo-doo, buddy.
I didn't know that. I had no clue.
I mean, come on.
You can converse, right? That's no problem.
Why talk to somebody who's only though? Why not talk to somebody your own age?
Can I have chips?
Sure. Want some water?
And then as soon as Chris is like, why'd you have to talk to somebody this age? You can't talk to someone your age. He's just like, oh, can I have this cookie? I need a sip of water. Like, dude, you're so nervous. It's so clear. All the studying of academia didn't prepare you for this, did it? Smartass.
No, actually what we're doing is a story, because I'm a correspondent with Dateline NBC.
Okay.
And we're doing a story on adults.
Are you guys gonna put me on the camera?
Those cameras are rolling right now, yes. We're doing a story on adults who try to meet young.
And then this guy is another one of those people that just has the balls. I don't know if this is just reactionary or what, if they're not thinking about what they're asking, but how are you possibly asking these guys to not put the camera on you? Like, dude, you are getting caught doing this, and you, at least at this point, think that you're getting away from getting literally arrested. You have to at least face these cameras like a man, all right? They're not gonna shut the cameras off. In fact, if you ask them that, what they do is they lower the boom even closer to your face so they can record your voice even louder, and they zoom in the camera more so that the entire country can get a good look at every detail of your face. That's what they do when you ask them to stop filming.
Hi. Good, keep coming. Set your water down. Keep coming to the street. Go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back. That's right, I'll put these on.
It's in your
I can do interview or whatever, but can you just please let me go, because
Let you go.
I have a school that's starting out, and I haven't done any other crime in past.
And then literally he gets arrested in honestly a very kind way. Like, these guys are not manhandling him in any way like they do with some of these other creeps. And he still has the balls to be like, can you not arrest me? Please, I've never done any other crime. Can I just use my one get out of jail free card? Oh wait, those aren't real. That's only in Monopoly. Oh, crap, all right. So it seems this man is being forced to accept his fate. Let me know what you thought of this guy down in the comments below. Quite hilarious that he really thought he had just a 4,000 IQ, huge giga brain play that he could do, where he simply says we were conversating, and it's nothing more than that, and that would simply get him out of any sort of penalty with the law when it comes to this stuff. But that is not the case. You're going to jail, buddy, hopefully for a long time. And I think that's about going to wrap it up for today's video. So like I said, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Show some love with a simple like. It really helps me out. And check out the Patreon. Huge love to these patrons as always. Thank you so much for supporting me over there. Some really fun content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace out.